Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s wake up refreshed and full of energy, while others feel exhausted before the day even begins? Many men believe poor sleep is simply a normal part of getting older, but that's not always the case. While aging certainly changes the way we sleep, many evening habits are completely within our control. In fact, small changes made during the last 2 hours before bedtime may help improve sleep quality, support heart health, encourage better blood sugar control, and even help you feel more energized the following morning. The good news is that none of today's habits require expensive supplements or complicated routines. Most of them take only a few minutes. And by the end of this video, you'll have 8 simple habits that you can start tonight. Welcome to Men's Health Today. I'm Dr. Natalie Reid, and every week I help men over 50 better understand their health through practical, evidence-based information that's easy to apply in everyday life. Whether we're discussing heart health, prostate health, nutrition, hormones, or healthy aging, my goal is always the same: to help you make informed decisions that support a healthier, more active life. Before we begin, a quick reminder. This video is intended for educational purposes only and should not replace personalized medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have an ongoing medical condition or take prescription medications, always consult your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your lifestyle or health routine. Let me introduce you to someone we'll call Michael. Michael is 71 years old. For years, he assumed waking up 3 or 4 times every night was simply part of aging. He often felt tired during the day. His afternoon walks became shorter. He relied on extra coffee just to stay awake. During a routine appointment, his doctor asked an unexpected question. "Tell me about your evenings." Michael realized he had never really thought about them. He ate dinner late, watched television until midnight, drank 2 large glasses of water right before bed, scrolled on his phone for almost an hour. None of these habits seemed harmful by themselves, but together they created a bedtime routine that wasn't helping his body prepare for restful sleep. Over the next several weeks, he gradually adjusted a few evening habits. He didn't become a different person overnight, but he noticed something encouraging. He slept more comfortably. He felt more refreshed in the morning, and perhaps most importantly, he realized that healthy aging isn't about making one dramatic change. It's about consistently making better small decisions. That's exactly what today's video is about. Let's begin with the first evening habit. Habit 1: finish dinner earlier. One of the simplest habits you can develop is finishing your evening meal a little earlier. Many experts suggest allowing your body some time to digest before lying down. When we eat a large meal immediately before bed, digestion is still working hard while we're trying to sleep. For some people, this may increase the likelihood of heartburn, acid reflux, or simply feeling uncomfortable during the night. Eating earlier also gives your body more opportunity to begin its natural overnight repair processes rather than focusing entirely on digestion. This doesn't mean you should skip dinner. Instead, try aiming to finish your main meal 2 to 3 hours before bedtime whenever your schedule allows. If you become hungry later, a light snack may be appropriate depending on your nutritional needs and any guidance from your healthcare provider. Sometimes it's not about eating less. It's simply about eating earlier. The next habit costs absolutely nothing, yet many sleep specialists consider it one of the most powerful changes you can make. We'll talk about that next. Habit 2: dim the lights before bed. It may sound surprisingly simple, but one of the best things you can do each evening is dim the lights in your home about an hour before bedtime. Your body has an internal clock known as the circadian rhythm. One of the ways it knows when it's time to sleep is by responding to changes in light. Bright lights, especially cool blue-toned light from televisions, tablets, smartphones, and LED bulbs, can signal to your brain that it's still daytime. This may delay the release of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. That doesn't mean you have to sit in complete darkness. Instead, consider using softer, warmer lighting in the evening. A table lamp, warm-colored bulbs, or simply lowering the brightness on your screens may help create an environment that encourages your body to prepare for sleep. If you enjoy reading before bed, a warm bedside lamp is often a more relaxing choice than the bright overhead lights found in many rooms. These small environmental changes won't solve every sleep problem, but they can support a healthy bedtime routine. Before we move to the next habit, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you went to bed without checking your phone? For many people, it's been years. Habit 3. Put your phone away earlier. Smartphones have become part of nearly every evening routine. We check messages, read the news, watch videos, scroll through social media, sometimes without even realizing how much time has passed. The challenge isn't just the blue light from the screen. It's also the mental stimulation. Reading emotionally charged news, watching exciting videos, or constantly switching from one piece of information to another can keep your brain alert at a time when it should be slowing down. Many sleep experts recommend creating a technology-free period before bed. Even setting your phone aside for the last 30 to 60 minutes of the evening may help your mind transition into a more restful state. If you enjoy having a bedtime routine, consider replacing screen time with something quieter, reading a book, listening to calming music, practicing gentle stretching, or simply spending a few minutes reflecting on your day. These activities don't just prepare your body for sleep, they also give your mind an opportunity to unwind. The next habit surprised Michael the most. He thought drinking lots of water right before bed was one of the healthiest things he could do. But timing made all the difference. Habit 4. Stay hydrated during the day, not just before bed. Staying hydrated is essential, especially as we age. Water supports nearly every system in the body, including circulation, kidney function, and temperature regulation. But many people unintentionally drink very little throughout the day and then try to make up for it in the evening. Drinking several large glasses of water immediately before bedtime may increase the likelihood of waking during the night to urinate. Frequent interruptions can break your natural sleep cycle and make it harder to feel rested the next morning. Instead, try spreading your fluid intake throughout the day. Continue drinking water in the evening if you're thirsty, but avoid forcing yourself to drink large amounts right before going to sleep unless you've been advised otherwise by your healthcare provider. Everyone's hydration needs are different, especially if they take medications such as diuretics or have heart or kidney conditions. The goal isn't to drink less, it's to drink at the right times. We've reached the halfway point. The next 4 habits are the ones many of my older patients say made the biggest difference in their evening routine. One of them takes less than 5 minutes. Another can help you wake up feeling noticeably more refreshed. Let's continue. Habit 5. Take a gentle evening walk if you're physically able to do so. One of the simplest habits you can add to your evening routine is a short, gentle walk after dinner. It doesn't need to be fast. It doesn't need to be long. Even 10 to 20 minutes at a comfortable pace may offer benefits for many people. Walking after a meal helps your body stay active while digestion is beginning. Some research suggests that light activity after eating may support healthy blood sugar management, particularly after larger meals. Many people also find that an evening walk helps clear their minds after a busy day. Instead of sitting immediately in front of the television, you're giving both your body and your mind an opportunity to slow down naturally. Fresh air, quiet surroundings, and gentle movement can become part of a relaxing bedtime routine. Of course, if you have balance problems, joint pain, heart disease, or another medical condition, choose an activity that's appropriate for you and follow the advice of your healthcare provider. Even walking around your home or garden for a few minutes is often better than remaining seated all evening. Healthy aging isn't about running marathons. It's about staying consistently active in ways that fit your lifestyle. The next habit is something many successful older adults have in common. They don't go to bed whenever they feel tired. They go to bed at nearly the same time every night. Habit 6. Keep a consistent bedtime. Our bodies thrive on routine. Just as children often sleep better with a regular bedtime, adults benefit from consistency as well. Going to bed at different times every night can confuse your body's internal clock. One night you may fall asleep at 9:30, the next night at midnight, then perhaps 10 o'clock the following evening. Over time, this inconsistency may make it harder for your body to recognize when it's time to sleep. Instead, choose a bedtime that fits your lifestyle and aim to follow it most nights of the week, even on weekends. Your body often responds well to predictable routines. You may not notice dramatic improvements after one night, but over several weeks, consistency can become one of the strongest foundations of healthy sleep. Try creating a simple sequence each evening. Dim the lights, put away your phone, brush your teeth, read a few pages of a book, then go to bed at approximately the same time. Eventually, these repeated actions become signals that tell your brain it's time to sleep. A few weeks after Michael changed his evening routine, he noticed something unexpected. It wasn't just that he was sleeping better. He also felt more motivated during the day. His morning walks became longer. He had more energy to spend time with his grandchildren. He relied less on afternoon naps. What changed? Not one miracle supplement, not an expensive mattress, not a complicated health program. Just a series of small consistent habits, repeated night after night. That's something many people overlook. Good health is rarely built through dramatic changes. More often, it's built through ordinary decisions repeated consistently over time. We've covered 6 habits so far, but the final 2 are the ones many viewers tell me made the biggest difference in how relaxed they feel before bed. One takes less than 5 minutes. The other can completely change the way you end your day. Let's look at the final 2 habits. Habit 7. Take 5 minutes to relax your mind before you get into bed. Give yourself permission to slow down. Many of us spend the entire day solving problems, making decisions, answering messages, watching the news, or thinking about tomorrow. Then we expect our minds to switch off the moment our heads touch the pillow. But our brains don't work that way. Just as your body benefits from a warm-up before exercise, your mind benefits from a gradual transition into sleep. This doesn't have to be complicated. Simply sitting quietly for 5 minutes can make a difference. Focus on your breathing. Read a few pages of an enjoyable book. Listen to calm instrumental music. Write down tomorrow's most important tasks so they're no longer racing through your mind. Some people enjoy a short prayer or a moment of gratitude. Others prefer gentle stretching or mindfulness exercises. The activity itself is less important than creating a consistent signal that tells your brain the day is coming to an end. Over time, this small habit may help you fall asleep feeling calmer and more prepared for rest. We've reached the final habit. And surprisingly, it has nothing to do with food, exercise, or sleep itself. Instead, it helps reduce something many of us carry to bed every night: tomorrow's worries. Habit 8. Prepare for tomorrow before you sleep. Think about how many times you've climbed into bed only to suddenly remember something you forgot. An appointment, a phone call, paying a bill, taking medication, buying groceries. Those unfinished thoughts often keep our minds active long after the lights are out. One simple habit is to spend just 5 minutes preparing for the next day. Lay out your clothes. Prepare your medications if that's part of your routine. Write a short to-do list. Check tomorrow's appointments. Fill your reusable water bottle. These small actions may seem insignificant, but they reduce mental clutter. Instead of lying in bed trying to remember everything, you've already taken care of it. Many people describe this as giving themselves permission to truly relax. Healthy sleep isn't only about what happens after you close your eyes. It's also about how well you've prepared your mind beforehand. Let's quickly review tonight's 8 evening habits. First, finish dinner a little earlier whenever possible. Second, dim the lights to help your body prepare for sleep. Third, put your phone away and give your mind time to unwind. Fourth, stay hydrated throughout the day instead of drinking large amounts right before bed. Fifth, enjoy a gentle walk after dinner if you're able. Sixth, maintain a consistent bedtime routine. Seventh, spend a few quiet minutes relaxing your mind. And finally, prepare for tomorrow before you go to sleep. None of these habits require expensive equipment. None of them require perfect health. And none of them promise overnight miracles. But together, they can help create an evening routine that supports better rest and healthier aging. Remember, healthy aging isn't about making one huge change. It's about making small, thoughtful choices that you repeat consistently. Those small choices often become the foundation for a healthier, more active life. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope these simple evening habits have given you practical ideas that you can begin using tonight. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Men's Health Today. Every week, I share clear, evidence-based information designed specifically for men over 50. Covering topics such as heart health, prostate health, nutrition, diabetes, hormones, healthy aging, and everyday habits that can support a longer, healthier life. I'd also enjoy hearing from you. Which of these evening habits are you already practicing? And which one will you start tonight? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.